Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that Indonesia is still lack awareness about mental health? Many factors can cause mental problems, ranging from the presence of certain diseases to the occurrence of stress as a result of traumatic events, such as losing their loved ones or a job. According to the PDKJI, or Indonesian Association of Mental Health Specialists, the COVID-19 pandemic resulted in a 57.6% increase in occurrences of depression. So, ladies and gentlemen, in this occasion, me, Firsta Falah, would like to tell you why we should be more aware of mental health and mental illness. To start with, I'll explain about what is mental health, mental illness, and what are the stigma about mental illness. After that, I'll explain about mental disorder cases and how to raise awareness toward mental illness. In the end, I will summarize my presentation. So, mental health is an important aspect of our daily life. It is a condition in which a person recognizes his or her own potential that is able to cope with daily life or daily life stressors, works productively, and contributes to his or her community. Mental health is essential to our ability to think, interact with others, and enjoy life on a collective and individual level. Mental illness is a term that refers to a variety conditions that affect change in emotion, thoughts, or behavior. Distress and issues functioning in social, job, or family activities are common symptoms of mental illness, and this condition can last long or short. Despite of their complexity, mental illness can be cured. Most people with mental illness can still live their lives like normal people. However, in bad conditions, people with mental illness or mental disorder may need to be hospitalized for intensive treatment. In Indonesia itself, public awareness of mental health is increasing. I believe all of you have been aware of these issues. But however, there are people that still consider the taboo of mental health and mental illness. For the example, our parents' generation. They consider people with mental illness are crazy or possessed by a devil. And they also consider people with mental illness is people who lack of praying or religion knowledge or are not close to God. The death toll from suicides reach 800,000 to 1 million people each year. 80% to 90% of these deaths are caused by depression. The Ministry of Health notes that during this pandemic until June 2020, there were as many as 277,000 cases of mental health in Indonesia. This number of cases has increased compared to 2019 with only 197,000 people. In this time, not a few people who experience anxiety disorder or even depression. Now, you may be questioning how to raise awareness towards mental health or mental illness. The first thing you can do easily is to be aware of your own feelings. Stop denial and start thinking about yourself. You don't have to put others before you. And remember that your own feelings are valid. How's your feelings right now? How's your condition right now? And if you really need to go a psychiatrist or therapist, please go in. Going to a psychiatrist is not a strange thing. You can be the second is you can be more open up with your family or friends about these issues. You can even help them raise awareness about these issues. The next thing you can do is you can try to be more sensitive to the people around you. Look at their friends, their condition, if they need someone to talk to, or whether they need a friend to listening to their stories. But be careful to not compare his life with your lives, or more briefly complain about fate. Because sometimes small things that we don't realize can even have a big impact on others. We never knew that. Try to more empathize with people who have mental disorders. For the conclusion, it is not easy for a person to be open to his mental states, and it takes a big courage even to seek of the professional or a psychiatrist or therapist, because the public stigma is the main factor a person cannot talk really about himself. So, starting with you, let's raise awareness that mental disorders are not a thing that has to be embarrassed of, and let's give people with mental disorders attention, love, and support that they deserve so that they know they're not alone. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Good afternoon and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.